Hello friends, and welcome back to Long Live the Queen. Now, it's been a few days since I played this, and what happened was I was playing this on my own, like kinda learning a little more about it before I got back on camera, and it was late at night. Like I ended up staying up till 5 a.m. because I just got stubborn while playing it, and I ended up beating it off camera. Oopsies, I didn't mean to do that! But I'm sure there's several ways to beat it, and there's also, I've still got like 34 achievements or something to do, so I obviously haven't seen everything in the game. So we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna start a new game. I'm gonna skip this beginning thing. I'm gonna try not to hit skip ahead too much because there's gonna be things that, since I played separate from you guys, that it'll skip ahead that none of you have actually seen. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to rush for my crystal, which I believe that we'll just rush. I'm not gonna do presence, screw that, because you start off with a negative. So I'm actually gonna rush economics, like first thing, because sure. Let's go. And I'm not gonna read these things anymore, just because they're not real. They're just like little tidbits. What's all that noise outside? Who's here? I hit skip ahead rather than doing what I wanted to do. I'm gonna have to be careful to not hit skip ahead. I'm pretty sure that was just telling us Charlotte has visited, so luckily we've actually already seen that. I love this room. It's so much bigger than mine back home. You should visit more often. It's awful that the only time I get to see you is something like this. I know your brother and sister are still too young, but why haven't you come to school? My mother worries about me. She doesn't think anywhere but home is safe. I understand. I'm probably not going to be allowed to leave this castle until my birthday. But at least we can have fun together here. Okay, so we are just gonna... What? Yep, I'm just gonna do accounting and trade again. That's basically what I'm gonna do. Just... Come on. What's that commotion outside? Father, what's going on? I've come to pay my respects in honor of your mother. You have no respect or honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I'm a lumen, as was she, and like every lumen, I'm willing to give my life if necessary to protect our domain. Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the crown princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. Okay. Now I know I said I'm gonna rush for the crystal, but I'm actually gonna send her away, and there's a specific reason for that you guys will see, but I'm gonna send her away. It'll make sense in a little bit. You heard my father. Get out, leave, and don't come back. As you wish. I will return to my duchy until you call for me. She won't. Okay, so let's just visit Charlotte again. What do you know about lumens? Why? Dad was really angry at the Duchess of Ursel. Mummy says people are scared of lumens because they're jealous. There used to be lots of them in Nova, but there aren't anymore. Why not? I don't know. Maybe someone burned them. That's great. Okay. So we're still good to do economics. We don't have any, like, negatives for that. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do trade next, because each thing has to get to 25 before you can raise it up anymore. He loves me not. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really. I just like to play with the flowers. Me too. You gather your skirts and prepare to sit down, when all of a sudden a hissing noise alerts you to a hidden danger. A snake! Charlotte, don't move! You grab for a stick to push the snake away, but you lack the skills to do the job properly, and poking the snake only makes it angry. Too fast to see, it lunges forward and sinks its fangs into your leg. Ow! The snake slithers away, but it's too late now. A strange tingling sensation begins to spread through your flesh. That's a milk viper! They're poisonous! I don't feel good. Your leg is going numb. You stumble and fall to the ground. Hold on! Your cousin kneels beside you and presses her hands over the bite mark. The area throbs painfully, then begins to feel warm. After a minute, you're dizzy, but your leg isn't buzzing anymore, and even the wound has disappeared. How did you do that? I don't know how I do it. I just can. I'm not supposed to tell anybody. People think it's freaky. You won't tell, will you? Of course not. I'm just lucky you were here. Girls, what's going on out here? I heard yelling. Nothing. We saw a snake, but it got away. A snake? That's it. Charlotte, pack your things. We're going back to Merva. It's not safe here. Aww. And that is why I declined her, because I wanted that to happen. Because if she was here, she would have just showed up, and either I would have nothing would have happened and she would have cut off the snake, or she would have bit Charlotte. And yeah. Which either way, I don't want to do that. Sure. I think we still are good. Yep, we're still good. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pump both of these into production, so that way hopefully I can get it up to 25 pretty quick, so I can start working on accounting, because I need accounting to get to... Okay, cool. I need like level 60 or more accounting in order to be able to get into the thing. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zara and their parents gone. It's certainly not empty though. It seems like we get more servants every day. Sure. Ooh, and we got a new outfit. A tuxedo. Sure, I'll wear it. Sure. I'm tired, guys. Sorry for the yawning. I was trying to hold it back. One of the maids approaches for your attention. My lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. We have a Duke of Sedna? No, my lady. The Duchy of Sedna is in Talassi. They've brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of, deeply regret, best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Something sparkly will make me feel better. Sure. And I'm gonna keep doing accounting, but I'm pretty much just gonna switch back and forth between trade and production, because I don't care at what level those raise, I just want to get my accounting to a certain level. Which I think it's high enough now, but I have to wait for certain things to still happen. This specifically! Your Royal Highness, I would speak with you. What is it? Your mother wielded the power of Illumin, as have the kings and queens of Nova before her. Now that she is gone, that responsibility falls to you. Her crystal of power is now yours. My father said I shouldn't get involved in magic. If you don't, who will defend your domain if the Krakens rise again? I've seen signs of the future. Danger is coming. I can teach you to control your powers, but first you must seize your birthright and become a lumen. And I'm gonna say I will do it. You must find the royal crystal. Speak to your father, he will know where it is. And then we've gotta talk to Dad, and he's gonna tell us, no, magic killed your mom, which I think we've gone through already. I think we actually have a penalty to economics right now. I think it's high enough, but I want to go ahead and, even with the penalty, I want to go ahead and get a little bit more in it real quick. Because I'm pretty sure 74 is definitely high enough. I think you only need like 60. As you are walking up the stairs, a maid comes running down holding a towering pile of linen. Before you can react, she barrels into you, sending you and the sheets flying. Oh, my lady, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna apologize. No, it was my fault. I should have gotten out of your way. If you say so, my lady. So we'll visit Celine. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen. He's hiding it somewhere. What do I do? I will search for it. She brings out a black bowl filled with water and stares into its depths. You look as well, but you see nothing but your own reflection. The crystal is kept in the treasury, under guard. They have been ordered to keep you out. You must find a way past this obstacle. Like what? Use your skills to convince them to stand aside or else dispose of them. What? Their lives are a small price to pay for the safety of your domain. You must have that crystal. Is she serious? She wants me to kill my own guards? Try to reach the crystal. If you fail, speak to me again and I will help you do what needs to be done. So, either way, I'm pretty sure you can get in there, but it's either raise your skills or wait long enough and they'll kill the guards for you. Which, personally, I'd just rather raise my skills up for it. So while we're willful, I actually want to do, like, because I'm okay with the way our economics is right now, I don't care about getting that up as high as I should. I actually want to do intrigue. So I'm actually going to start that. And I may do military while I have it. Let's see. No, I'm going to do intrigue. And weapons. That's what I'll do. And we're just gonna mess with those for now. I'm not reading these. I know. There's a man here to see you. He wishes crowdfunding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory to mold and cast the type. With this system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now and make copies to send all over the world. If it really works, that could be a very important invention. So we are actually going to invest. I've never actually gotten to do that, so I don't know. See how there's no skip ahead? I've never actually gotten to do this, so I don't know what it's gonna do. So this is actually totally new. I told you that even though I beat it, I felt like there was tons of new options. We would be happy to invest in your venture. So we're gonna visit this treasury. You overwhelmed the guards with facts and figures explaining that you need treasury access to adjust the royal budget, which may affect their pay packets, as well as the taxes assessed on their friends and family. They stand aside. The glitter is dazzling, but some sixth sense draws you towards one little locked box in particular. This is what you need. This is the crystal that will make you illumine. You tuck the box into your pocket. You can show it to your mentor later and get instructions on what to do next. Alright. So, just go down the list with these. Yep. Yep. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be coming back. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the country of Imbrium has gone on for too long. Now's the time to push back. I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying Southern Marie. I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ixion and try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness, if I may ask, that necklace you're wearing, where did it come from? It was a gift from the Duke of Sedna. Then you have made arrangements with him? How old are you? Oh, you're 31. What sort of arrangements? Your Highness, that is a courting gift. The man wishes to gain your hand in marriage. Oh, I didn't realize. And visit Celine. Excuse me. I got the crystal. What do I do now? The crystal must merge with your flesh, binding its energy to you. It will become a part of you for as long as you live. Hold it in your hands. Feel it against your skin. Place it on your chest over your heart and believe. Do the thing. I do believe in magic. I do. You take hold of the crystal and wish. Time for the magical girl transformation. As I take a sip of water. You feel dizzy and both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal has disappeared from view, but you know where it is. Wow. Now that you are one of us, I can train you in the use of your powers. Wait, you're a lumen? She holds out her hands. Light flickers above her bosom, and then with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. Before you can react, she claps her hands together and the crystal vanishes. My powers have been handed down in secret so that I would be here and ready when you needed me. Which now I'm actually going to switch intrigue for lumen. I'm still going to continue to do weapons, but I want to rush the lumen while also raising other things. It's a difficult balance to figure out what you should rush and when, and yeah. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful, no one wants to give up prizes that they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I am sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones, no. We will forget about your unprovoked attacks on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. We can be good neighbors again without any lives being lost. I've always offered him money. I've never done the other things. But because the only... Okay, it's hard for me to do things like just execute him, because that's just not the kind of person I am. But for this playthrough, for the act of trying out new things, execute him. And here you have our answer. Off with his head! Ship that back to Ixion. If they know what's good for them, they'll get out of my way. So that's a thing that we're doing now. I want to stay willful. You have 9,123 gold lassie and 20 silver talassie. And I think that I would have had to give up like 8,000 if I would have offered him money. If I remember correctly. Okay. So we're gonna go for back and forth between sense and wield. Because resist is good, but I want sense and wield first. Yeah. You receive a report on the outcome of the battle against the Ixionites. You succeeded in driving them out of Marie, but it cost you almost a full battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. You lost 1,032 soldiers. Ooh. The Duke of Marie will be happy, but we could have done better. You also receive a letter informing you that Chalaris, Duke of Sedna, will be arriving for an official visit next week. I want to talk to my dad. Dad, if this trouble with Ixion started years ago, why didn't Mom fix it? Your mother told the Duke of Marie and the Duchess of Hellas that it was their problem and they should sort it out themselves. Oh. Should I have done that? The situation is different now. Everyone on all sides wishes to see what sort of queen is coming to the throne. Everyone is judging me. Pretty much. Which is unfortunate, but... because nobody seems to care that I'm only like 14. They're just like, whatever. You learn to cut, fletch, and tie arrows. I said I wasn't going to read that, then I just, without thinking, read it. Ah, Your Highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. I know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted my humble offering. A jewel for a jewel, but you are the more precious. I hope that this is only the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us would bring stability to both our peoples. He really does want to marry me. Alright, listen. It squeeches me out every single time I click this. Every time. Because he's 26 and I'm 14 and it makes me uncomfortable. But last time I declined him, so this time I am actually going to accept. I would be honored. Elodie! Your Grace, are you not aware that my daughter has only 14 summers? I feel you, Daddy, here. I feel you. But in the sake of the playthrough, and I also know, because as you can see I've done this before, that he's beneficial, but it's my decision. A betrothal only, of course. There is no need to hurry. You have your coronation to plan for, after all. If I might be of service in any way, please send for me. I will be happy to offer my protection or advice. Daddy Dearest isn't happy, but honestly, I wouldn't be happy either. I want to stay willful, so I'm just gonna keep hitting that. Week 13, man, we're just going through it. Okay. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Cassandra, the Duchess of Mead. Is she alright? She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke me mam's heart. Lied to her they did when she went to see why he'd not come back, said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. He weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. I don't know what this is all about. Either way, murder is a serious crime, but apparently I'm going for the execute them playthrough, so execute her. Just off with her head. As she is clearly guilty, her life is forfeit. She will be hanged in public as a deterrent to other criminals. You'll not have me. All of a sudden, she breaks loose from her guards and rushes at you. In your court dress, you are unarmed. You grope for a weapon and find only a heavy golden ornament which you hurl in her direction. Your missile flies wide of its mark. I think your archery has to be pretty high for that, but whatever. Before you have a chance to do anything else, your personal guards step into action, cutting the woman down before she can endanger you. Her lifeless body lies bleeding on your carpet. Get that out of here. Put it on display so that everyone sees what happens to criminals. I'm just gonna execute all the people. That's what I'm going for. Actually, let me check my skills. Okay, I have to do resist. I have to do resist magic now. So back to swords, resist magic until I get to 25, and then I can continue raising sense and wield. You increase your awareness of your own thoughts and emotions, making it more difficult for mind-affecting magic to twist your reactions. Danny, what did you say about not reading this stuff? Okay, it's hard. It's hard for me to not read things. As you are walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. When you return to the castle, your father is waiting for you. There are reports that a keithong has been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a keithong? A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back. Eek! Several disappearances in southern Caloris are already thought to be the work of this creature. What do we do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. Yep. Yoop. Ugh. I don't know if I'll actually manage... Ooh, you unlocked a new outfit. I don't know if I'll actually manage to beat it, because I know how I beat it the first time, but I'm doing things a little different than I did the last time, you know. Hopefully I can actually win this playthrough, but remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball, there will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean not safe? Outside of the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now, decide later. Will the Duke of Sedna attend the gala? It is a traditional Novan event. Inviting your fiancé might be seen as a statement. Invite. If I'm going to marry him, it's a statement I ought to send. As you wish. Word has come from the factory for books that you funded. They've assembled enough equipment to begin printing test pamphlets. As the royal sponsor, it is your right to decide the content of the first printing. Oh, what do I do? I want to do this one. What I want them to print is a memorial for my mother, how beautiful she was, and strong, and noble, and wise. I don't want anyone to forget her. That's very thoughtful of you. For a moment he blinks repeatedly and does not speak. Aw, did I make my dad cry? That's the worst. Like, I hate when my mom cries, but if I ever made my dad cry, for some reason that's just worse to me. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Bryony. I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her Uncle Kevin has been acting strangely lately and shouting at shadows. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her. Willful? I'm not reading how much we have because I don't care. Magical girl. This outfit makes me laugh every time I put it on. I don't... Every time! So back to sense and wield. Because I want those to be pretty high. Because resist is important, but I feel like I remember seeing sense and wield more often. Oh, and I got the weapons outfit too. Cool. Today is the procession and planting for the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. Sure. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl. You prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. At the end of the route, you help the priestesses turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. Then the new life is blessed and all the attendants join in song. The procession regroups to return to the castle. See? Nothing bad. What does this look like, actually? Oh yeah, I've gotten that before. Okay. But I want to keep this because I specifically want to. I want to raise archery now because if I remember correctly, isn't there... The last time I died because I tried to go to a party and I didn't have archery or reflexes, so I kind of want to work on that. But I don't know how high they have to be. Oh no, the grand ball. All the nobles in the domain are here to see their queen. Oop. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes make you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. I'm 14! Leave me be! Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. I believe the next turn is mine. He bows gracefully and offers you his hand, then leans close to whisper a quick question. Do you know how to dance? Nod or shake your head. I don't know how to dance, so I'm gonna shake my head. You shake your head slightly, your hair swaying. Watch me, I'll go slowly. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father, especially when the man in front of you is the one you have agreed to marry. His touch is gentle, his every move carefully signaled to be sure that you don't miss the beat. Is this what your marriage will be like? Between the dances, there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bites of exquisite food. During a lull in the music, Banian, the Duke of Marie, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting the clear note ring out through the room. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her bravery and courage keep our borders defended. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwenelle, and Adele, and no Bryony, though. She had said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here, though. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, though. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Marva being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy times with friends and family, isn't it? Why didn't I get that sense magic? It makes me mad. As the evening grows late, your personal guest draws you aside for a private conversation. You have my most fulsome thanks for the invitation to this event. However, you might wish to spend more time with the scribes before corresponding and writing with other nobles. Some may not appreciate your unique sense of phrasing. Wonderful. I sounded like an idiot. It is always the greatest of pleasures for me to be in your presence. I look forward to the day when we no longer have to part. I literally am only doing this because I know you're beneficial. I don't like it. But anyways, I actually think that I'm gonna leave that here for now. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully I don't die. Bye, friends.